Okay, now we're kind of in the nerve center of our recycling here in Chesapeake. With me now is Michael Recycle Benedetto from the Spaghetto. You're kind of in charge of things right around here, aren't you, Mike?
You know, I oversee a couple of folks that really do a good job at making things happen.
A couple of folks. I see people all over the place around here. Who are all these people?
Oh, we got about 31 folks here, Jim, and they're sorting the material out. They're pulling out some items that can't be recycled, just making the whole process work. It's tremendous. Yeah, we got our tipping floor that's right behind you, and that's where all the material gets dumped after it gets collected at the curb. It then travels to our area where we're removing some items that are not acceptable and part of the program.
What's the biggest challenge of trying to do this?
We're trying to get people to put the right items inside the recycling bins.
Did you hear that? So people put in the wrong stuff. I mean, really.
Right, and it's so great because in Chesapeake, for example, you've got the items you can put in the bin right on top of the container. It's in color, reminds people what is and what is not acceptable.
Just read the directions, folks, you know. But why don't you walk us through this? If we were to put something in, follow it through and see it come out the other end.
Sure.
All right, come on. Hey, that's a keeper. So is this recyclable, Mike?
No, unfortunately, this is, it could be reused, but it could be donated instead of placed in the blue containers.
All right.
This is the pre-sort area. After the material travels up a conveyor belt, this is the first contact it has with people. They're removing items like the plastic bags, the King Kong gorillas that happen to make its way through the system. A lot of interesting items that come through here that should not be placed in the bin.
Wow, what's this thing?
It's the first set of screens. Trying to remove large items, primarily cardboard, will travel up over the top while the rest of the items fall through. And then, Jim, over here we have two separate conveyor belts moving any non-recyclable items like plastic bags and any cardboard that made it through the screen. So we're trying to just get newspaper and bottles and cans continuing throughout the system.
Like our bottle.
Like our bottle, yes.
Is that our bottle? No, wait, that's it. The stuff is sorted out some more. Large paper items travel across. Our bottle and some cans fall through. The paper is sold for newsprint material.
Okay, next, getting these bottles and cans going in a different direction from the newspaper. They're going across an optical sorter.
What the heck's an optical sorter? What?
An optical sorter is a camera that sits across the whole entire conveyor belt. It's reading what material is below it. If it's an item we want to remove, an air jet will fire that item forward while everything else falls straight down.
Cool.
So we got paper going in one direction. We've got all the bottles and cans heading into another direction where they'll be further processed. The first item we're removing are steel cans, and they're literally getting lifted right off the conveyor belt by a magnet.
Wow, I gotta see that.
They even use giant magnets to toss the aluminum away from heavier materials. Look at them go. Unfortunately, the magnets also did a number on our recording here, so I'll have to summarize Michael Recycle. They sort some more and separate the number 2 high-density polyethylene like soap bottles, the colored ones from the natural ones. Then these different recyclables come out the back as big blocks where they are shipped to mills to make new products. Mike says it helps out our economy and trade deficit. But wait, there's our bottle. No, that's our bottle. Either way, it's not going to waste. For Thinking Out Loud, I'm Jim Hazel.